All right, guys, your buddy kintips here. Today we are doing a a TV show review. Halo. I finished watching Halo, and I have mixed feelings about Halo, the TV series. Now, it doesn't follow um, the video game as much as I would like it to follow. There was some good scenes, and there was some really crappy things that happened in the show. So, first things first, let's get this out of the way. So, how do I like it? The action scenes are worth a watch, guys. The You can skip most of the like drama and just watch the action scenes. You'll be like, wow, it's a good. But if you stick around for the drama parts, like Quan's part and all that stuff, oh, you'll hate the show. So what you want to do is just fast forward those areas and you'll love the show. So okay, so let's get this straight. So first things first, the storyline is kind of stupid. So what happens is the Covenant come to this sort of like mining town that is on the outskirts, and they're looking for this artifact, and basically only the blessed people can make this artifact come to life, and it basically controls a Halo ring, which can wipe out the universe. Pretty much that's the storyline. Okay, so and basically the humans want it, and the Covenant want it, and one part of it was that the Covenant has a human as one of their blessed people, and the Master Chief is a blessed person as well that can activate these little artifacts. That's pretty much the premise. And then during this time, Master Chief saves Quan, which is the worst character ever. They need to remove Quan from the show forever. Like after this segment, like the season one, don't even bring her back for season two. So the Quan episodes were the worst episodes ever. Um, like they were just like you can just leave that area alone and it wouldn't even impact the storyline. So the Quan storyline is the worst storyline ever. Like the worst character, the most disliked character, always like thinks that she can go up against like a Spartan or even a Covenant person. Like seriously, it's not even funny after like the first time she's done that. So that needs to go. The next part of the show, I would say, that needs a little bit of work is um, more like what they do with the Spartans. So basically, Master Chief takes off his helmet. Yeah, I found that was kind of stupid too. And then he gets into fights with like other Spartans because Halsey has a command over them. And one of the interesting parts about that was that she has commands over the Spartans, and then they get in a fight. Well, you know, if the chief had his own armor on and didn't take it off, he would have easily won that fight. So this is where it was kind of stupid, I thought. Um, so yeah, so I thought that was kind of stupid. There's some fights that come on. Yeah, so I thought that was kind of stupid. Yeah, so John keeps taking off his helmet, and the Cortana part was kind of stupid, where Cortana can actually control John, which was one of the stupidest parts in the whole show. Um, Not in one time during the video game she could do that. So, and it's supposed to be an AI companion. It's not supposed to be somebody that could actually like. Uh, Crap. So yeah, it's not like somebody that could actually is supposed to like be able to control anybody. So I thought that was the stupidest thing during the show that she could actually do that. So this review is going to contain spoilers, by the way. So yeah, so basically, Master Chief takes off his armor all the time, and they finally they have a fight like with the Covenant, and then uh, they send the Blessed One to infiltrate the humans, basically, the one that's on their team, and so basically, what happens is she knows that the John or Master Chief is a blessed person that can also activate it, so they become like lovers for a bit, and then she dies at the end. So like there was really no point in bringing her in. Like this is why there's parts in the story that just don't make sense. Like why would you bring this character in for like one episode? And then they die. Like why even bother with a with relationship sort of thing when in the video game Master Chief is like doesn't even talk much, just nods his head and pretty much being a badass, just doing what he does. But yeah, that was a problem with the that as well. And then at the end of the show, like they're trying to get the artifact back. The Covenant has got the artifact back because the Blessed One actually got a hold of it. And then the other interesting part was what the? So yeah, so the other interesting part was, um, yeah, so the other interesting part was Halsey was like a bad guy. In the game, Halsey wasn't a bad person. So, but they made her like evil in this one, like trying to like kill not kill, but trying to like use the Spartans for her own agenda, pretty much. Oh, what the? How'd they get there? So yeah, try to use the Spartans for their own agenda. And then Halsey uh, tries to get away because they finally find out that she kidnapped all the Spartans to be in her Spartan program. So Halsey gets away, and then when they capture her, it was actually her clone. And then during the final fight, where Master Chief is trying to get the artifact back, going on the Covenant planet, they get into like a nice firefight. There's a good action scene. Not as good as Episode 5, I think. That action scene was probably the best, my favorite. But one of the scenes that basically the Spartans aren't doing that well, and basically what happens is John tells Cortana to use his body to so he can actually grab the artifact and bring everything home. Because every time he touches the artifact, it puts him in a trance, so he becomes like a shooting duck. So he tells Cortana to take over his body, and in the process, he gets hit, and basically what happens is he technically, I suppose he's supposed to die for her to take over his body. That's what's supposed to happen, but you, I don't know what's gonna happen in this TV show. Everything comes out on thin air. So what happens is technically he's supposed to be dead. Um, so that's why she can take over his body, and then that's when it becomes the best because he doesn't take off his armor. He just nods, doesn't say a thing, and that's why I'm like, wow, this is what he's supposed to be like. So yeah, Maybe when they continue season two, they'll just leave Cortana in the mode, and we'll see what happens. But I doubt that'll happen. But that's my review. So how do I like it? I liked it for the action scenes. That's about it, guys. Like just fast forward the action scenes, and you'll see most of the show, and you'll know what it pretty much entails. There's really no point in watching the whole thing. Save yourself some time. The Quan episodes were the worst. Episode 7 was like, oh, it was just the worst part. Yeah. All right, guys. If you have any questions, comments below, don't forget to subscribe.